gentlemen, SBTV Nation, Aaron Rodgers is up this morning going, oh! With the exciting finish last night in the game. Oh, my God. What a finishing. I don't know anybody who watched the game. I don't know why, but when we say find some type of way to win the game, which is a comment that we make a lot here, that personifies it.
Oh, big time, big time. I wonder if his neck is hurting from the fake little face mask that happened over there. Because I don't think my man even caught the face mask. I mean, he kind of grazed it with his thumb a little bit. This is guys, we're talking about the Green Bay Packers and Detroit Lions game last night. And there was a play at the end of the game where they were lateraling the ball and all that. And they called a face mask on the Detroit Lions. Gave Green Bay another play. And my man threw the ball like 70 yards.
No doubt.
That's pretty intense to throw the ball 70 yards like that, man. And, the receiver comes down with the ball, and it was your boy Rodgers that came down with the ball.
No
tight
doubt.
end. And sure enough, they win in not so impressive fashion, but Green Bay Packers emerge.
No doubt.
What's your thoughts on this team?
Go ahead.
This team, man, I keep telling you, I don't think they're that good, Dream.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, there's some struggles there. I noticed that they did kind of bench Eddie Lacy. I don't know if you picked that up. And it's ironically, dude, I talked about the tight end position being a subject of loss of a loss of some I can't get the right word.
Production.
Offensive production, exactly. And lo and behold, Rodgers was the guy that caught the last pass last night.
Well, you alluded to that fact yesterday, and I talked about the lack of pass rush.
But they were on. The defense actually was on yesterday.
Well,
they had a pass rush.
Yes, but it was not the front four, though.
Yeah, no. A pass rush is a pass rush. I mean, a lot of teams don't have the front four pass rush and have to implement linebackers. The Steelers have been getting away with that for years. Yep. But we have to also discuss the lack thereof of a run game, and I talked about that yesterday as well. And they changed gears as they put the other guy in, the other back in, and gave him a shot and kind of put Lacy on the bench.
Yeah, Starks has been emerging this year, man. I mean, a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no, they used one more cat. They went away from Starks, too. They used – hold on one second. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no problem, man.
I don't remember his name, and I don't want to get his name wrong, so you guys got to give me 1 second to pull it up. But they used another running back, and he was phenomenal, by the way.
Phenomenal, by the way, man.
Yeah, he was absolutely phenomenal. Did you you didn't pick up on that?
Let me take a look here. They had a couple of guys there at rushing. John Crockett.
Nope.
Let me see who else.
Hold on. I'll pull it up now. I'm sorry.
Bro, they only had 67 yards on the ground.
Yeah, I know, but they had nothing prior to putting him in. They went and sat. They were trying to get it done with Lacy. They sat Lacy, and then once they got the other guy in, they were able to get more production out of him.
You know what? It almost they were just like little underneath passes that look like runs, to be honest with you, bro, because they were doing a lot of screens and stuff like that, and for the most part...
Did you watch the whole game from beginning to end?
I did not watch front to back.
Okay, so then let it go. Let it go. Because I watched the whole game from beginning to end, and the commentators even talked about it, they were shocked that Lacy was on they benched Lacy, and they put the other guy in to give him a change of pace, and I'm trying to get his name. Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry.
All right, no problem, man.
Somebody in the nation will just throw out the guy's name, but that watched it. But he definitely had an impact, dude. I mean, he had an impact.
Oh, definitely. I'm looking at Twitter right now at SBTV Nation, and Freaky Friday has already begun, Dream.
No doubt, I'm
Got
sure.
a lot of people here sending me all kinds of crazy photos. Got my man Long Woo on there, got Yato, and I've got the champ, Mr. Angelo Nunez on here, and a lot of other people starting to send it. Twitter's starting to go on fire, bro. Fire. Fast
Free
Eddie.
T-shirts.
Yeah, man. Everybody looking for the T-shirts, man. Yeah, hey, the T-shirts are dope.
Give out some free, and they'll come.
Yes. Well, hey, you know what? This is all worth it.
Right, no doubt.
You can send me to it. Listen, I'll give out 100 T-shirts to see this kind of stuff on a Friday morning. You feel me?
Yep.
So looking at it, yeah. So when I talked about the lack of pass rush, I talked about obviously the line. So they brought up some free safeties to do some exotic blitzes and stuff like that. They ended up getting to Matt Stafford, and shame on the Lions though for not putting up more than 23 points in that game.
I don't know. I'm not going to get shame on them. I mean, they did their thing for the most part. Yeah, they could have added to it, but I mean, they really outplayed them in a lot of spots. You know what? Green Bay's defense, man, you got to give them some. I know you talked about them, but you got to give them some props for stepping up. And doing what they had to do and holding them to a point where, technically Detroit really had done enough to win that game.
Yeah, right. Well, what I'm saying is that, let me rephrase that. They were up 17-0.
Yep.
And they only scored 6 points after that.
I know.
That's what I'm trying to get at. And
yeah, no, I know, but I mean, they drove the field, and Green Bay's defense played well. They did have a defensive turnover. Green Bay got the ball. They stripped Stafford of the ball right in scoring, right in almost the red zone. So they gave Green Bay a really short field when they took the ball from him. Yeah. And I'm not. The only thing I'm gonna blame Detroit on is not rushing 4 at the end of that game. But a lot of coaches don't do that. A lot of teams don't do that.
No, they always rush 3. They always rush 3 and play a zone.
Yeah, for the most part, a lot do that.
Yeah.
But there are some that would have rushed 4. The commentator, said it that they should have rushed 4. I mean, the jury's out on that. With a guy like Aaron Rodgers and with a great quarterback, I think you tend to want to rush 4 as opposed to 3 in the event that you can get to them.
All right. Well, hey, coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't happen, and sure enough, the Green Bay Packers win the game, and now they're back a half game back of the Minnesota Vikings, who have a very difficult game this week, Dream. They got the Seattle Seahawks coming into town. And that line is a pick 'em right now. Something to take a look at. That. Those are 2 very evenly matched teams. It's almost a tale of the tape of one team that is kind of, in my personal opinion, taking a step down from last year. And then you're facing a team that is taking, 3 steps up as far as the NFC is concerned. So I think that pick'em line is right on the money, brother. Right on the money. So, hey, congratulations on your leans yesterday. Mine were a little booty, but it is what it is, and that's what happens sometimes. And, hey, I'm looking forward to just having a big weekend. And UCLA, the Bruins, beat number 1 Kentucky on the court, man. What's your thoughts of Killer Calipari, man?
Yeah, Killer Cal, I didn't get to see any of this game, but I will say that originally when we talked about this game, the first thing that had me really puzzled was the line. I was really bothered with the line. I thought it should be more. And remember I said, man, what's wrong with that line? Guys, listen, okay, Cal lost, Kentucky lost, but -5.5, I don't mind losing a situation like that because you had no choice but to take them in that situation. Yep. Okay, UCLA played and they won the game, but I still had to take them in that situation. That's all.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it, man. Totally get it. Well, now you have a bunch of these teams, and how many different teams do you think are going to be in a number 1 spot this year?
I don't know.
Because you got
college basketball switches landscapes a lot like that.
All the damn time, brother. All the damn time. So we'll see what ends up going down with that. Speaking of college basketball and the University of Davidson, I don't know if you've heard about this yet, but because of the fact that Steph Curry left the university prior to getting his degree, they will not induct him into the College Hall of Fame as far as they're concerned or retire his jersey without the degree.
Right.
And the craziest thing, I think, obviously rules are rules, and you got to, hold them up and all that. But what they do is every single cat that comes in there, you know what they tell them? Oh, Steph Curry went here. But they won't retire his jersey. What do you think about that, Dream?
Well,
rules are rules.
I don't really have an issue with it, to be honest with you. I mean, he knows those are the rules, and rules are, like you said, rules. And you know what? I hate when, they hook somebody up that didn't really go to the school and give them, some fake award just to blow them up. So I'm kind of feeling that a little bit as, okay, you're going to hold your ground. Just because, if he played bad in the NBA, it wouldn't even be a discussion.
Yeah, right.
If he was one of the bench guys or went to play over in Italy or was nobody, it wouldn't even be in a discussion, because his thing wouldn't go up. But because he's great or because he's having this phenomenal season or whatever, okay, everybody wants to jump on his bandwagon and give him even more accolades. Yeah. So I am kind of cool with them doing that in a sense.
Well, apparently, after talking to Steph Curry in an interview, a couple of people there, I guess he's really close. I guess he's only a couple classes away or a couple of papers away or something from getting a degree. So if you're in his position, would you go and do it and get the degree?
I have no idea.
If you're definitely one of the best players in the NBA, if not the best. I mean, I don't want to say he's the best. I mean, I got my boy right there. And you got, Kobe is still playing. But he's playing on a level right now where he is the best right today, right this second. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until somebody kind of knocks him off his throne and, until his shooting gets a little cold or whatever. So I don't know what kind of time this dude is going to have in doing that, Dream.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So, guys, it's Friday right now. We're looking forward to the weekend. We are SBTV, and we are live on the air and having an absolute ball. And I'm looking at everything that Angelo Nunes and all my other people are sending me from the hashtag SBTV Nation, guys. So, Dream, what do you want to get into first, man? There's a lot to talk about today, brother.
Dude, wherever you want to go, I'm all there. There is a ton to talk about. We had the Minnesota Wild handle their business last night, which was another subtopic of subject. I watched them. They played a little bit of a grueling game. I caught a couple of bits and pieces of that on SportsCenter feed last night. It was a grueling game, 1-0 game, but they managed to get it done, and I was impressed with that. The Avs took out the Rangers, and I tried to warn you about that game yesterday.
Yes, you did.
I didn't like that game for, I don't know why, but for a few reasons. I didn't like that particular game, and it just became a mess. And the other thing that we should have did is, I don't know how we slipped away without even thinking about giving out the Green Bay over.
The Green Bay over in that particular game, huh?
Yeah, I was on the phone with B Mac last night, and I was telling him, I said, I really like the over, and I'm like, oh man, you know what? I didn't say anything about that on the show today. I mean, I know we cover so many topics, and we're here and there and everywhere and all over the place with things, but knowing how the defenses have played, the over was worth the shot, and that was like the perfect teaser. Green Bay and the over was the perfect teaser.
Definitely. Well, I'm sure you got something open with Green Bay plus 3.5.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So
definitely.
So you're looking forward to closing that thing out. And I keep going back to this Minnesota and Seattle game because I'm really interested in it, Dream. Really interested. Looking at this, some of the other scores, the Rangers did lose, man. You know what? I don't know what's going on with them, man. They've lost, what are they, 1-5 in their last 6? 1-5 in their last 6 games, Dream.
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion.
Your boy Jim Moore playing. Can't wait to get you to soundboard, man. Get that thing rocking. And the Habs lost to the Caps.
Right.
Montreal Canadiens go down in flames.
Well, we knew to stay away from that one.
Yes, we did, man. That one was a little too close to call. And Dream, the Florida Panthers beat Nashville.
Yeah, and come on, what did we say?
You told us that team is pesky as all hell, man.
What did we say? I told you that ever since we had what was the name of it? Do you remember the name of the guy we had on? I'm so sorry. I'm bad with names today. I'm bad with names in general sometimes. You know what's crazy is I've never been bad with names till I got on the show. Maybe it's because of the plethora that I have to keep track of.
Doug Plagens.
Doug Plagens. Yeah, when Doug Plagens came on the show, and he's a representative for the Florida Panthers, and we discussed a lot of the dynamics of that particular team as far as them being defensively sound and playing well. It's all really coming to fruition at this point because ever since he's been on, dude, they've been pretty dope.
I know. They won. I want to say 4 games in a row now, Dream. This team all of a sudden doing their thing. So he's the play-by-play announcer as far as the radio is concerned, and we'll be getting him back on the show to talk a little bit more because I got to give him some props now for that.
No doubt.
Definitely, man. So, guys, what we're going to do right now is go right into it, man. We're going to have a conversation about let's do the couple of opening lines for the NFL, Dream. How's that sound? Because I'm really interested in it. I'm really interested to see what's going on, guys, because we're a couple days away from it. We're only going to, we're going to just go light with it. Obviously, the full breakdowns are on Sunday, and we can have that conversation and go from there. And, Dream, I've got to get out of here a little bit early today because I had a death in the family, and I got to do like a wake and funeral combination type thing today in a little while, as a matter of fact. You know what? She lived a long life, 96 years old. Wasn't too close to me, but, hey, thoughts and prayers are with the immediate family of this woman that passed away. 96 years old, man. Kind of had her thing going on, too. Kind of walking around and just, doing all that stuff, man. How old do you want to be when you pass away, Dre?
I don't know. That's a great question, which I have not figured out yet. So
I'm trying to put it, just trying to think about it, man.
All I know is this, and a lot of people may agree to this. The older you get, the more years you'll add on to your number. Because, like, when you were, 16, you were like, I'll be good at, 40.
Yeah, right.
Till you got 30. Then you were like, okay, well, wait a minute.
I know, man. I know. I just don't know if I want to be, one of them dudes that's, I can't use the bathroom by myself or, you know what I'm saying?
You know what the thing is that about age that I find a little bit on the strike? I don't like people and I'm not talking about professional athletes. I'm talking about other people in older capacities that just hold on too long to maybe what they're doing. And you can see the degree. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example. Dick Clark, Dick Clark's a great individual. I obviously grew up with Dick Clark or, whatever. But at the end for Dick Clark, it was just to me, it was saddening.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It was and even for Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Ali, this great individual that I saw, as I was growing up, to see him now in the state that he's in, it's saddening to me. And I know everybody has to age, and this is a weird terminology I'm trying to get in, but you took us there, which I don't know why. But I think that, at a certain point, I want to be out of the line. If you're in the limelight, I think it's time maybe to get out of the limelight.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Just because it just gets bizarre, and people it's not just people, but people perceive things, it's just bad. I heard, it's funny, there's a segment where I hear Tom Brokaw talking, giving his opinion or some kind of comment or statement on the radio.
Yep.
And I can hear slurring in his speech, and it's dude, don't you think you made enough money and been around enough that now it's time to, kind of pull back, hang out with your grandkids, hang out with your family, and, kind of ride off into the sunset? That's just what I think should happen at the point. So, but I don't. Who am I to decide when a person should do it or not? But yeah, I don't know. You're gonna
be on there doing the intros when you're 70 years old.
Know what I'm saying? No, that's my thing. No, I'm not.
You're like, hey, it's a dream.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Up,
Hulkamania, when your tank top is sagging.
Hogan's still built though. Man.
But son, no, it looks crazy. Come on, Daddy.
I don't know. Ric Flair's looking a little old.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get it. Tank top all sagging. Well, you know what? You get a couple of needles popped in you. I think you'll be right back into shape, brother. You know what I mean?
Nah, dude, come on. Stop it. You don't pop. Even Stallone, you know what I mean? Stallone. I look at Stallone like the Expendables. His whole face and everything looks just. Come on, man. Let it. Come on, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Guys, we are live on Twitter right now. SBTV Nation. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back to have another conversation with you. Stay tuned.
How would you like to win big cash in sports gaming? Well, now you can. Visit tkwins.com. With over 20 years of experience, they can get you the winning edge you need. Specializing in winning selections on all major sporting events. NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NCAA basketball. Why wait? Check out their free daily winners online. It's never been easier to visit tkwins.com today and start winning. tkwins.com. Consistently picking the winners for you.
Have a product, service, or website to advertise on the biggest show in the world? The SBTV Nation podcast reaches tens of thousands of the best sports fans on the planet in over 194 countries worldwide. Take your business to the next level by advertising with us. Call us now at 872-529-SBTV or email us at sbtvnation@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the biggest show in the world.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
That's what you wanted.
That's the hat. And he must have got embarrassed, like his wife must have heard it and made fun of him. And so he started pulling it out of his
No, she liked that.
Oh, so do I.
Yeah, you like it?
Why'd you stop it? I loved it.
I wanted to fix it a little bit, but hey,
oh
if you
no,
like it,
I love it, dude. I love the way you sound. You sound like dope in it. It's like you sound like Batman does that with his voice. He makes his voice like sound crazy.
Like Michael Keaton.
I love that, dude.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I wanted to fix it a little bit, but hey, by popular demand, it's the welcome back to the biggest show in the world piece. Done by yours truly. So it's all good, man. Wow, man. Crazy segment there, Dream, huh?
Definitely crazy segment.
Can't wait to have the. You know what? I'm going to do like a. We'll do like. Because obviously, what we'll do is, as we get older, we'll bring in new blood to, to rock the show or whatever.
No doubt, but like I said, when I get to like I'm at a point, just think about the maturation of things that you don't do anymore. You know what I mean? Just like there's a lot of stuff that now at this age I don't do that I did, 25 years ago.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that will go with like doing this at some point. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to always be passionate about sports and be animated about it and, enjoy gambling. But I would like to hope that by like 65, 70, I'm like good with it where, hey, like, look, okay, like I'm not. Okay, I'm just fall back from a bit. You know what I mean? I don't want to be on here, like you said, doing intros at 70. Cats will be playing that at my funeral. Yo, listen to the Dreams intro right here. This one was dope.
Yes. Reminiscent back in the day.
This one was that.
Back in the day. Guys, we're on Twitter right now, SBTV Nation. A lot of people retweeting our show and a lot of people sending Freaky Friday photos, and we very much appreciate it. So, we want to talk about just some opening lines of the NFL. We're not going to go through all of them. I just want to go through basically the marquee ones, Dream. Right. And saying the word marquee and these two teams sounds kind of crazy, but this is a really big matchup as far as playoff implications, especially in the AFC, because you got Sunday Night Football. You got the Indianapolis Colts, who are 6-5, at the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 6-5 as well. And Pittsburgh is minus 7.5 points with an under-over of 48 points in this particular game. Obviously, we all know that Matt Hasselbeck will be at the helm. Andrew Luck is still out with the lacerated kidney there. Ben Roethlisberger will be in effect. I believe that he's all set and will be in this game, Dream. I could be wrong, though. Do you have any information on Big Ben yet?
I don't have any information on Big Ben, but last I heard he was still under protocol.
Really?
Right.
So, do you believe in them giving 7.5 with that particular situation? What if he's not in? 7.5 seems like a lot of points to give to the Colts, no?
I don't know. I guess we gotta wait till give it another day. I mean, obviously today's Friday. Let's see what's going on Saturday. And we even got Sunday morning to find out. I think the line is based on him playing. No, I would say no.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm looking at the injury report right now, and he has had full participation in practice, Dream.
Right.
Full. So it looks like he's going to be in there, and I think the line reflects that, Dream. I really do. So I think it's there, and with him in the game, obviously changes the whole thing. And I think the Steelers will beat the Colts this week. I really do. So we got to have a conversation about that. Another game that's on my brain, and this, playoff implications as far as the AFC, as far as teams to get a bye week. And this is the New England Patriots, who are 10-1, 6-0 at home, minus 11 points versus your Philadelphia Eagles. Chip coming into town as
why going to be my Philadelphia Eagles?
Because that's your team, baby. That's your team. You're stuck with them for a little bit, man. I got to forget about that you got involved with them so many times. But looking at this particular game, I mean, New England banged up in the wide receiver position, in the tight end position, and the whole package. I mean, who's Brady going to throw to this week? LaFell? That's it.
Well, I mean, Gronk's still day-to-day, so, I mean, we don't know whether Gronk's going to make it or not. He hasn't been listed. He hasn't been set out for this game, has he?
Did not participate in practice, so he is week to week.
Week to week, yeah. I don't necessarily know that he's out of this.
I'm looking at the injury report right now, and Amendola had limited participation in practice. Rob Gronkowski is not in practice at all, and neither is Julian Edelman. Pick up LaFell in your fantasy, guys. I think that's what you're going to need to do here.
Well, LaFell didn't get all the action last week, though.
No, exactly.
So I don't know if that's necessarily the right thing to do, but just have to give it some thought. That's shaky. That's a shaky situation right there, because I would not be surprised if Gronk played.
With the bruised knee?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. Hey.
I wouldn't be surprised.
11
because
points.
They would have named him out already.
11 points, Dream. 11 points. Seems like a lot for a Patriots team that's decimated with injuries. I mean, because you're putting that 11 points on Tom Brady, brother. That's what you're doing in that particular situation. Might not be such a bad idea for Chip. To get involved with Chip with 11 points.
Listen, whatever. I'm not getting involved with Chip.
Come on, man. Get some
No,
Chip.
I would just get involved in staying away from that team. I'm not, dude. You can't pay me to take the Eagles.
All right. Hey,
if
guys,
Chip say, "Hey, here's $100. Go bet on me with the 11," I'd be like, "Okay, no."
Yeah. We're about 48 hours, well, a little bit more than 48 hours away from these particular games. But,
yes.
I mean, for the most part, obviously we're going to break them down all day on Sunday. We're just kind of getting a little live look in to see what we got popping for some of these games, man, because some of them, you might be able to catch these lines favorable before some of the injuries get announced here. I don't really see anything else that's really tickling my fancy. You got the Carolina Panthers going into the Dome, into Breezy, the Metrodome there. I'm sorry, the Superdome, my bad. And New Orleans Saints are a 7.5-point favorite in an interdivision matchup at home, Dream. I think Carolina's going to smack the Saints around like they did last time.
I'd love to see Breezy just beat the Panthers. Oh, my God. I'd be laughing for days.
You want to see him go down, huh?
Oh, I'd be laughing for days. Right now, I'll just sit back. Hey, it's all about them running the table now, because I'm just going to kick back, arms folded, and watch the Killer Cam show.
What if they go undefeated?
Did they go undefeated? What do you mean, what if they go undefeated?
They're going to go undefeated this year, man.
They go undefeated. I almost would love that they would go undefeated and have the record with that team just to see Bonaconte in the 72 Miami Dolphin guys just, like, beside themselves.
Speaking of getting old.
No doubt, but you don't see them out all in everybody's face, though, either. They pop up once a year for their little champagne toast, and then they go away. That's how you're supposed to do it when you old.
Yeah, man. They do that every time a team loses and is not undefeated. So, I don't know, man. I think that Killer Cam, I mean, coming up, his schedule is, let's just take a look here. I know they got Atlanta twice. They got Breezy once. And I don't know who else they have. Let me just pull it up real quick and see if Carolina, if we have a chance of them running the table and going undefeated. I just don't know if you play Killer Cam in the last game. You know what I mean? Versus Tampa Bay.
Play him.
What if he gets hurt?
He gets hurt.
It's not Belichick. Belichick's a different package than Rivera. They're going to go at New Orleans. They got Atlanta at home. They got to go to the New York Giants. They have Atlanta. They have to go on the road to Atlanta, and then they have the Tampa Bay Bucks at home. Dream, none of those teams outside of Atlanta, I think, is 500, right?
Nope.
I don't think any of these teams have a winning record, bro. Wow, that's something very interesting, guys. So, hey, the Carolina Panthers may emerge as an undefeated team, Dream. Something definitely to take a look at, man. Actually, Atlanta has a 6-5 record, but after they get done with Carolina, I think they're going to be done, man. So, as far as any other games here, guys, I don't really have anything that's marquee that I'd like to discuss, unless you do, Dream.
No, I don't have anything as far as that is going on.
All right, sounds good, man. Let's move over to what do you want to do? You want to do NBA? You want to do NHL? What's on your brain, kid?
I'm over here looking at the Freaky Friday pictures, and this
stupid today, right?
Good luck picking a winner tonight.
Oh,
by the way, since we move over to the basketball, let's have a little discussion about OKC and how deep they are.
Yeah. They lost. Well, hey, did you watch the end of the game?
I didn't. I knew the outcome though yesterday before it started.
Kevin Durant, doo-doo jump. Definitely took his name doo-doo jump into form because he tried to shoot a 3-pointer to win the game, Dream.
You're forgetting it. It's doodle.
Doo-doo, that's what I call it.
You call him doodle. It's doodle jump. If for you who don't know, that is actually a video game that he's making fun of. It is crazy because my son happens to love that game. We were at David Buster's and he wouldn't get off doodle jump, and I was sitting there cracking up. I should have took a picture of him and posted it. But yeah, hey, you know what? OKC was up for the majority of the game, just so you know.
Yeah, I know that.
Until the Heat put the smack down with the defense, and until, like I was trying to tell you, the two thoroughbreds get tired in the fourth quarter. Because let's look at the scoring here. 28 points in the first quarter, 23 points in the second quarter, 25 points in the third quarter, and the fourth quarter, 19. Okay, that's called running up and down the court all game and getting tired.
I get it.
Because you got no bench. It's also keep this in mind this is what I'm talking about. When you go into the season, you play all regular season like this at this energy level, and then you get into the playoffs with a two-piece, okay, with no biscuit. You need a biscuit. When you go to Popeyes and get the meal, it's a two-piece with a biscuit.
Right.
OKC has no biscuit right now, okay? So that's why you're not going to be happy with your meal. And in this case, I told you, this Heat team, man, I'm telling you, they're good, and they're going to be a problem. They're only getting better.
All right, well, at the end of the game, what happened was Durant shot a 3 instead of taking it to the hole.
Right, but he always shoots a 3. His threes are about as productive as a 2, no?
Nah.
That's what he does. Son, stop it. Come on, don't.
I don't consider him a premier three-point shooter.
What?
I don't.
You don't consider him a premier three-point shooter?
Pull up the stats and see where he ranks as far as three-pointers are concerned this year.
You can't because he didn't play. He missed a lot of games this
well,
year.
you know what? I'm glad we're on this subject, brother, because you know what? You're a big Miami Heat fan now. Well, how do you feel now? Because I remember you talking so much smack about Chris Bosh shooting threes. Now all of a sudden you love that.
Shooting threes.
What's that all about?
I don't like Bosh shooting threes because he's not a high percentage three-point shot maker, and I want him down underneath the hoop. But they don't need. The Miami Heat doesn't have another big man that can defend the rim. OKC is built differently. They're built like that. Ibaka plays down in the post and defends the rim, so they can use him in that particular area. But Durant's been shooting threes since college. That's Durant's game. That wasn't Bosh's game.
I agree with you. It's definitely more his game than Bosh.
Right.
I totally understand that.
Right.
Totally get it. But I'm just saying that, because I remember you made a comment, I think it was yesterday, about Bosh shooting threes, and I'm just like, what happened?
Yeah, no, I don't like Bosh. No, I don't like Bosh shooting threes, but that's just not his game. And I don't mind him taking the occasional one, but now he got it in his mind that he could shoot them. He's always hovering out there at the three-point line.
That's how they lost the championship when they had my boy on their team, man.
No, that's not how they lost. No, they got son, please don't confuse yourself as you go back. They got whipped, all right? Don't confuse yourself to blaming their loss on Chris Bosh shooting threes. San Antonio beat that ass. Stop it.
Hey, I've got a new gentleman out here, MC Money, who is
Money been going hammer.
Starting to emerge here.
Like MC Hammer, he been going hard this morning.
We may have to crown a new champ for the day at least.
MC Money is definitely he got in the game.
Yes, absolutely, man. Wow.
Son, I can't believe you just tried to play. You know what? Next time I see you, I mean to hit you on my home. I got to get my homie the clown bat out for you and hit you on your head.
Oh, no.
You just tried to blame that loss.
I'm going to get you. Yeah.
To Chris Bosh shooting threes.
That was part of it.
Did you forget how San Antonio whipped the Heat in that series?
How about my boy getting carried off the court with cramps?
Son, if I'm not mistaken, the Heat only won one game in that series.
One game, that was it.
Son, you don't. By the way, that's way more than Chris Bosh missing threes. Stop it. SBTV Nation, what's wrong with your host? Somebody
that was
call it
part
doctor.
of the problem, man. It was part of the problem because he was shipping the ball out to Bosh and he was shooting stupid threes.
Oh, my gosh, son, please stop.
All right, whatever.
They about to take your mic away.
Gonna give me the same headset as Dizzle on the
They
weekend.
about to give you the Dizzle headset. Oh, my God.
All right, man. So looking at this as far as everything else is concerned, I'm just pulling it up. We're talking about the NBA. So I think we need to have a conversation about the NBA, Dream. Because we're already at 9:38, man. Having a pretty good time today and looking forward to the Friday card. And Friday is definitely stacked. And just pulling this up and just to see what we got going on. Got the Cleveland Cavs on the road versus the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans are 4-15, guys. 4 wins, 15 losses. Cleveland Cavs 13-5, -5 as a point spread with an under-over of 207. What do you think here, man? Cleve coming off the loss, getting embarrassed at Washington? Might be a really good spot for him.
I didn't hear enough about Cleveland in the media. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really didn't really get out his case enough, like, to really get him animated. But I see a much easier game to get involved with.
Oh, you see a much easier game. Well, before you get into your game, let me talk about this one. And I agree with you there. I remember when, in a perfect spot, we talk about this all the time with LeBron. You know, when the media is all up in his faces, that's when he goes crazy and covers spreads and all that. But I'll never forget the time where the one of the media outlets put James Harden as King James. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That pissed them off, dude. I think they won by 30 the next night.
But Lord of the Rings was the
Oh, the loss of the ring?
The loss of the ring was the best.
Yo, we'll get that meme back out there on social media.
I love the loss of the rings. That didn't get him motivated to win last year.
No, sir, it did not. We'll see what ends up happening.
Oh, my God, I love having fun. We're having some fun this morning. SBTV Nation, I hope you guys are enjoying this show because we've been kind of off the hook lately with other color commentary that's been going on. I hope you guys are having fun with it. The Freaky Friday thing is phenomenal. If you're out there listening and watching, we are just having like such a party today. Fridays are always a lot of fun, and we love having you part of it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So,
and guys, just so you know, in case you forgot, we talk about it every week. If you are enjoying what you're hearing now, we're going to add another little tidbit to that as we go to KCOH 1230 AM radio in Houston, Texas tonight. It's a 6:15 Eastern Standard start time. We are on with Ralph Cooper, and we're kicking it with him and having some fun with him as well. So the party can continue at 6:15.
What's
we
your
like
game?
to call it happy hour.
Yes. What's your game that's easier than LeBron tonight?
Take a look at the card, player. I know you could pick it out.
Take a look at the card. All right, let me take a look at it and see here. Atlanta Hawks?
Oh, even though that's probably pretty good too. But no.
Oh, the Knickerbockers.
No.
No, you're going to go with Porzingis tonight.
Get my Porzingis jersey out to Michael Jordan of the NBA right now. The Michael Kobe combined into one player.
No. You're going to get on the Knicks bandwagon, huh?
I'm going to get on the Knicks. Hey, you said the Knicks were much improved. And listen, this is a game the Knicks, they need another win.
Yep.
They got a bad Brooklyn team coming in. It's the battle for New York. It'll be competitive. Go out there and get that game, Porzingis. They'll be singing this. Porzingis goes ham in this game. They'll be ready to give it a key to the city.
Their roster's pretty good, man, the Knicks. I mean, they got Carmelo, they got Porzingis, they've got Lopez out there as well.
That's it.
That's pretty much it.
Carmelo, Porzingis, stop. Their roster's pretty good.
I like those three.
Hey,
though.
what's wrong with you today, man?
I like those three.
You just want to make controversial comments, son. Son, what's wrong? Did you hit yourself on the head last night? What happened?
I'm having a good time, man.
Did you fall down?
I'm a little sidetracked by Freaky Friday.
You must be, son, because you hit
Freaky
me
Friday
with some
is. I'm going.
Bosh lost the series for the Heat.
Kid.
Now you're telling me the Knicks roster is dope?
My man Long Woo's out there killing it as well.
All right, let me get a live look at him.
Yeah, man. But MC Money, dope. Emerging, man. Emerging as a U.S. or Intercontinental champion today. Because Angelo Nunes is the world champion. We talked about that already. So, looking at this, so you're feeling them, huh? You got the New York Knickerbockers are only -3, Dream.
Yes, sir.
You know the Brooklyn Nets have been winning some games.
Okay. Because you're gonna, if you play 84, you're gonna win a few.
I concur with that, but if you look at the Brooklyn Nets, they have won their last 2 games, Dream. They beat the Detroit Pistons and the Phoenix Suns. Be very, very careful with that. Right. But then, dude, you know what's hilarious is that they got to play the Knickerbockers, and then they get Golden State.
Awesome.
What's the line going to be, 30? Oh, man. All right, so looking at this, so you're feeling the Knicks. I'm feeling Cleveland. And I think those are the only games that I'm considering getting involved in tonight.
Right.
I may jump on some Porzingis with you.
Okay.
We'll have the conversation about it. So why don't we journey over to the hardwood and see what's going on as far as the college basketball?
College basketball is usually Ivy League on Fridays.
Ivy League night.
Yeah.
Ivy League night. Let's pull it up and see what we got here, guys, and have a quick conversation about the NCAA men's basketball. Pulling up Friday the 4th. We've got number 2 Maryland giving 25.5 points to St. Francis. Dream, you know what? No good for me.
Me neither.
Not interested. I got my boy. Somebody's asking me to break down the Kansas State game. Brother, listen. I would love to do it for you. I really would.
You want him to break down the Kansas State game when he just said that Chris Bosh is the reason why the Heat lost the series to the Spurs? Really?
One of the reasons, player. One of the reasons. He was one of the reasons. My boy can't do it all himself.
No doubt. Definitely. Hey, listen. About the Kansas State game, let me go take a look at it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go take a look.
They're playing Georgia.
Let me have some fun here. You're doing all the Freaky Friday stuff. Let me have a little Freaky Friday.
Yeah, no doubt. Get a little Freaky Friday.
Why don't you take some of the
opinion about it. Say that again?
Why don't you take some of the reins here?
Some of the reins. All right, let me
try. Do some of the more serious stuff for me, please.
Let me try for a minute. All right. I've got no opinion about this game. I'm sorry, I can't go there either. I do know Edwards has been, pretty good for Kansas State. Kansas City. Kansas State, as far as the scoring is concerned. Georgia's 3-2. They're home. It's gonna be. I don't know. Sorry, I can't give you nothing on that. I would like to, but I can't. My lean note, very lightly, but not really knowing what I'm talking about. I would not. I would stay away from it.
You would stay away from it.
Yeah, I would stay away from it. So let me just get off that.
I don't.
Before I say something and regret it, because I got to be honest with you. Me and I talked about this yesterday. I didn't love Green Bay.
I know you didn't.
I didn't love Green Bay, but I said I did say get them plus 3.5, and it did turn out to work. But after the show, I'm like, dude, you know what? I don't know why I talked about Green Bay because
right after the show.
I didn't love them, and it was really no chance to really pull back from that. So I don't want to say something else today that I can't really pull back from. So let me just get out of that. Let's go over here to the ice. Sorry about that. Don't have anything for you in that respect because we are still trying to get through this football season.
Absolutely.
But I guarantee you that our basketball will be coming of age very soon. We'll be all full throttle in basketball. As far as the ice is concerned, gentlemen, we have.
Before you go there, Dream.
Yep.
My man Angelo Nunes asked if he could help us judge Freaky Friday. Why don't we have my boy call in next week?
I'm with it.
Angelo Nunes, if you are able to give us a call, let us know. We'll have you call in next week. And since you are the heavyweight champion of the world, I'm going to have a belt designed for you for Freaky Friday. That'd be a nice-looking belt, by the way. And we could have the conversation about having you judge, man. I think you deserve it, bro. definitely. So looking at the ice stream, you know what? The Rangers broke my heart.
Yeah, I tried to get you away from
I know
it,
you
but
did.
You didn't want to listen.
I know you did.
Which is typical. Yo. Let's see what we got tonight.
Typical of me. Shut up.
Cause you start, you know how you do. You get a couple of wins. You feel like you've adopted hockey now. I've been entrenched in hockey for a minute. So now you adopted it, and now you already feeling yourself with your leads.
Feeling myself.
Exactly. So that's why I got to show you the trickiness of hockey.
Okay, the tricky.
You don't really understand the trickiness of hockey yet.
Oh, so I'm sure you're not feeling the Dallas Stars going into Edmonton tonight.
I absolutely am feeling them going in. But because the Dallas Stars have some momentum as they played last night and beat down the Canucks, so they're fresh and ready to keep it moving, go right up into Edmonton and give them a little bit too. So I do like the Dallas Stars tonight. I don't love it, but I do like it. And as far as everything else is concerned, I want to give you this one. I'm struggling with it though. Very, very lightly, I want to take the Coyotes tonight against that Sabre team.
I was looking at that, and I was waiting for you to say you're on. You know what? You might have to consult with Total Sports Edge on that one. Arizona Coyotes, man. You've been jumping on the Coyote bandwagon now.
No, Coyotes are much improved this year, and I like their defense, dude. Defense, and you guys love that defense wins the game thing. Even though I think the offense, if you got a dope offense, then you're not in the game. But I like their goaltender. We talked about him in the past. I like what they've been doing, and they're pesty. And the Sabres are a pain too. This, you know what? This probably is an under game.
Mike Smith,
probably better off with the under than trying to pick a side here.
You think Mike Smith will be a goal tonight?
I'm not sure. Always check the goalies before.
Yeah, we got to check the goalies, guys. You know what? Just Google starting goalies, and there's a bunch of different websites that you can go right to as far as picking your goalies, as far as the NHL is concerned.
What's Vegas got for the total on this matchup?
5 goals, brother.
5 goals. Yeah, guys, I think you could take the under in this, and you're going to be solid. I don't love that either. It's a small lean. I like it. So if you want to go Stars, if you want to go parlay Stars, Sabres, Coyotes under 5, that might work.
Not bad.
That might work. I like that. It will pay pretty decent, but I don't love it. Very, something light. Don't go crazy. Let's get ready for the college football tomorrow.
Yeah, man. College football. We're going to bring back the evil genius to talk a little.
Evil genius in his magical headset.
Yes. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve as far as the college football.
He can drop a house on a capper and take their headset. I'm alluding to the Wizard of Oz because I don't know if you guys know, but the Wiz was on last night, and
how was that?
I took some peeks at it. Only because it had a little bit of meaning to me, because when I was a very young kid, my dad took me to see The Wiz on Broadway, actually, with Stephanie Mills. And the performance last night was not that. As far as I'm concerned, it just wasn't that great.
No?
I liked seeing it redone, and it brought back some memories, but as I remember The Wiz, and I like the one with Stephanie Mills even over the one that Diana Ross did. It just the talent level, it just was a different level for me. I'm sorry. I mean, these guys, they had a lot of the popular superstars as Neo, Mary J. Blige, and a few others were in it, but I just didn't that. I don't think that's their strong point. So I was like, it was okay.
Was Mary J. out there empowering women?
She was the queen. She was the Wicked Witch of the West, which was actually perfect for her.
Oh, that's perfect to empower women, huh? Get them to act even crazier.
It was actually perfect for her, but I didn't really like it. It was okay.
Is it one show or is it a series?
It's one show. No, they did it one show. It's just a remake of The Wiz, which was a Broadway play. They brought it to film it was a Broadway play years ago. I'm gonna go back to the 70s. All right, with Stephanie Mills originally. I want to say late 70s, and then they brought it to film with Diana Ross somewhere in the 80s, and Michael Jackson played the Scarecrow. And they brought it to film in the 80s, but it played on Broadway for a while still. And it's an African American, obviously, interpretation of the Wizard of Oz story, which we all know and probably grew up on and loved. And then they did it again now on TV, which was, I just think that The other thing is, I think that, man, television and like Broadway plays, and even though I do love plays on Broadway, but as far as bringing that to television, I just don't. To me, I think that our culture has really grown up from that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like now, like when you see like vaudeville type things or like that old stuff. I mean, I still have somewhat of an appreciation for it, but even as I watch it, I still say, geez, why did I like, why like, what did I see in this, or why did I like it? But I don't know. Some people, if it floats your boat, whatever. I just found it a little bit rough to watch last night for me.
I thought you don't watch TV.
I don't. I'm flicking back and forth through things. I'm back and forth with the games, but that was on. I just wanted to take a look at it because, like I said, it struck a memory to me because I remember my folks taking me when I was a kid.
Yeah, definitely. So,
and that's why, guys, take your kids to stuff. You know?
Yeah, right.
Because it's funny the stuff that your children will remember. Because, you know, later on today, I'm going to, at some point, going to call my mom and dad, and I'm going to tell them, hey, did you see The Wiz? And remind them of that they took me, how awesome that was.
Yep.
Because your children at a very young age will remember those things. So, you know, when you can and if you get an opportunity, go ahead and do it. Because don't think that, I know sometimes I'm like, oh, they're not going to remember this. This is nonsense. And it's not true because some things you will remember.
Understood. So, Dream, that's pretty much going to do it for me, man. I got to get out of here. You know, I got my services I need to go to. And
definitely.
Great show, man. A lot of fun today.
I think MC Money.
MC Money. You are the winner. And
which one? Which one?
Oh, wow. I'm going to let you pick, man. Why don't you keep looking through all his stuff because he went ham.
He did.
And then retweet the one that you're feeling the most. How about that?
Okay.
All right, so I'll let you be in charge of that, and we will have a conversation. And congratulations to you, brother. What we'll do is we'll get all your information, and then we will send you out one of the SBTV T-shirts because we're looking forward to that. And then, guys, anybody that gets them, send us a photo of yourself with it. And what we'll do is we'll post it all over our social media, man. We got, quite a bit of followers now.
You know, I
Not
really
bad.
like the one. There's two that he posted that really got me. And I know I keep doing this blonde thing, but the blonde with the red hat.
The blonde with the I got to go to his profile, man.
There's a blonde. He's got a blonde with a red hat. I don't know, something about the picture that I like. I don't know what it is. And she's in jean shorts. And then the one on the beach. Actually, they're right next to each other. The one on the beach, kneeling down, looking backwards. Those two. It's a toss up between the two. So I think we'll give it to him for both of those.
All right. Well, you know what? I know she's not really your size. But there's a girl on the bed with a brunette that works too.
Oh, yeah, that's not my size. Like, get her out to a fat burger immediately.
Yeah, right. Until you walked in one day and
Most
said,
of his stuff is not my size. To be honest with you.
all right, guys.
But he's got great striking poses. I'll give him some of the pose work is good.
Very
but,
nice, elegant poses there.
Yeah, most of his stuff, though, does not really meet the SBTV weight class.
All right, man. The weight class. I love it.
The weight class. All right, so let's get out of here, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to thank everybody for listening to the absolute crazy show that we had today.
Yeah.
All off topic and all over the place and just having some fun. Sometimes it's going to be like that,
Dude,
guys.
you know what? Sometimes you got to do that, man. You got to kind of break it up. It's not all about just, sitting there sweating games all your life.
We bang the sports out 24/7. We always give out the leans daily. We always try to make it as fun as possible. And we keep the atmosphere always about, so like you said, it is, it's pleasant to sometimes change the pace, and that's what we did. So, guys, I want to thank my boy A.B. Lynn out there, Lone Star Armbre, Joseph Del Rosario, Philly Pix is out there this morning. I'm sure shaking his head. Christos is out there. Mom's like, oh, these guys are talking about everything but sports. What's wrong with them?
He's mad because he had the Lions money line.
Philly, I hope you didn't have. No, Philly couldn't have because Philly knew that game was going to be fixed. So he had to take UCLA.
Oh, yeah.
I know if he lost on the Lions, he won with UCLA because he had to know that was going to be fixed. As I heard,
that's my boy, man, the underdog.
Deke Pix was hitting me off talking about it was fixed too. The refs got envelopes. Y'all stop it.
Yes.
Trust me, they can't fix a game. Believe me. for so many reasons why they can't, but whatever. Christos is out there, the incredible Marley Marlon's out there, JDH24, Nicholas J, Jason Riley, Super Sports Locks, Razor Ramon, The Pick, Holiday, BT, Direct Sports Solution. Can't wait to see you guys tonight and talk to you later. CDN, Capper Kings, Jeff Ryan, JC, Rick Lopez, Long Woo, C. Rodriguez Jr., Benjamin Rowe, Vegas Girl 92661, Irvin, Joe Zeppi, MC Money, Angelo Nunez, SD Grind, OJ FBLA WizKid, Vegas Jack, Terry Bouchard, and so many more. Guys, tomorrow will be of a much more serious note as we have the doctor coming in to give you all of his football so you guys can go completely against it. Guys, as always, I am the dream, making a complete clown and idiot of myself. You got to have fun and enjoy life, and that's what I'm trying to do at a high level. Always remember who you're with and make the most of each and every day because you can't get this time back.
And
Peace.
MC Money, you know what? Our champion, Mr. Angelo Nunez, concurs with you being a winner. So that's all.
We gotta get your girls a little bit into fast food.
A little bit more stuffy.
We're going to send them over to Angelo Nunez's trainer for to get their diet, their nutritionists.
Oh, man. Look at this. Philly Picks had the Packers money line last night.
All right, Philly Picks.
All right, baby. Between that and UCLA, man, I'm sure. I'm looking for the Freaky Friday photo with you in it. Hanging out on a yacht somewhere with the girls. We love you to death, guys. Go out there. Go easy. It's a light card tonight. Do your own homework. Take all your own plays. We may want to consider the Cleveland Cavs and get that money. Let's go.
Peace.